Hi, I'm Max Perez from Digital Octopus, and today we're gonna go over the CC1015 and the DO1015. They're both very similar, slim models, and they're very similar in the UI. I'm gonna show you some post-installation tips so you can get the most out of your system. Come and follow me and let's get started. Alright, so next I'm gonna show you guys how to open up CarPlay. And in order to do that, the first thing you need to do is you need to connect your device into Bluetooth, and here we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a search. I'm gonna put a name on this just so we can find it faster, and I'll call this, because I have like a million car kit links in my radio, so we'll just put test. Alright, so let's go back, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Bluetooth on my phone, and we're gonna look for that test connection, which should come up here, down here somewhere, and it's asking for the pin. It's 4 zeros. That's how it was, and we will pair. We will allow. Pair success. So now it's connected to Bluetooth. So now I can actually use my dialer to make calls from here. You could see your incoming and outgoing calls from here. This is your contacts, but these gotta be saved onto your SIM card in order for them to display here. The next one is the Bluetooth audio, and there it is. It's reading my music. There you go. You can skip tracks right from the radio. You don't really need to use this anymore, so we'll put this away. And that's it for the Bluetooth. Once you're connected to the Bluetooth, now you can actually go into Apple CarPlay. And to do that, we're gonna access T-Link, and it's gonna connect automatically. The first time it takes, again, it needs to register the system, it needs to do all these things. So there it is, Max Perez, I'm connected. So now I have Apple CarPlay, so it's no longer my Android radio running. We have Apple CarPlay right here, and see how smooth that is. Now you can use Waze, so open up really fast. There it is. Let's go back home. If you want to use Google Maps, you can open up Google Maps, opens up super quick. If you would like to use Sirius XM, it's right here. All your apps that are compatible with Apple CarPlay will come up here. And there it is. So there's my music again. One of my favorite apps, of course, is Amazon Music. And right here, you could browse through your playlist. There it is. Alright, so we'll go back home. So home brings you back to the main Android menu. So there's two ways to do that. So let me show you that again. So we're back in Android Auto. If you want to go back to the home screen on the Android Auto, it's not here. It's gonna be down here. And when I mean Android Auto, I mean either Android Auto or CarPlay. So you will click on the menu here, and this will bring you to the home screen. If you click again, it'll swap the home screen, right? If we wanted to go to the Android side, the native system, then we could click either the home button as we did before, or we could click on car here, and it'll take you back to that menu. Again, to open that, we'll just go into here, and there it is again. There is maps here. It also has Siri, so if you say, "Hey Siri," there it is. You could ask it anything you like, and it'll be just like using your phone. And we're gonna cancel that. Alright, so that's it for CarPlay, and I'm gonna show you guys the next part, which is the radio part. And this, when I say radio, is the AM FM antenna. So we're gonna click on that. Right now it's not programmed, so what we're gonna do, just to start it the first time, we're gonna press the magnifying glass, and what the magnifying glass is gonna search for all the stations that are available, and it's gonna start recording them all individually here. So this way it'll be faster to find as presets, or you could go back one by one, and there it is. right? So now we had one customer, and this is you know, a good question, and I will tell you why it's happening. So his complaint was that he had the radio running and he went to CarPlay, but his music and CarPlay, his radio station and CarPlay were both playing at the same time. Well, this is why. This is two different systems. If you're gonna use the home system, this is what you need to use. If you're gonna use CarPlay, then you need to use just CarPlay. And the reason why this is happening is because the system doesn't know what you want to do. The system thinks you want to listen to the radio while you have your maps on, not listening to another music. So if you need to quit that music, you actually have to close that one out. In order for you to avoid that, the best thing you could do is, we're gonna force quit by pressing the square button here, and you'll see the radio app, and we're gonna just swipe right. So now the app is closed. So now we're gonna go back into CarPlay. Now, the best thing for you to avoid this is just download the TuneIn app on your phone. This way you can access your radio stations right through your phone. So right now, like 99% of radio stations are already digital. So if you open up the TuneIn app, all your radio stations are here and they are digital. Like, it's not gonna fail. So you can't open the radio stations from the actual head unit and have another one playing at the same time. It just doesn't work that way. You got to use either one or the other. You can't use both systems at the same time, or you're gonna have those problems, right? So this is how this works. So we'll click on this station here. It'll probably play an ad like it usually does, and then it'll go right into there's the ad. It'll go right into the radio station live.
That's because Alexis.
All right, so once that ad played, there it is, the radio. That's the radio station, and that is live. That's live stations right there. There you go. And we'll go back to the home screen again. So just to recap, we have our things that we activated here. So here is our 14 volt. That's reading the battery level on the car. This one with the Bluetooth here, it's for my phone's battery, which is about to die. You can see that there. That's what it's displaying. And then we have our radio and everything else here. That means the GPS is on, location is on. Then Wi-Fi, there's no LTE signal, so there's nothing there. And let's go back into settings. So in case, also, if you want to change the speed here when you start running, you can go ahead and change that under themes. And on themes, what you want to do is you want to go into its settings, and then on that settings there is a setting for it where it tells you that you could change that. So instead of kilometers, we'll change that into miles per hour. And now when you start running, this should show up as miles per hour. Right now we're not moving, obviously, so it's not going to display anything. All right, guys, so next we're gonna do the icons here. We're gonna rearrange these, and we could basically do whatever we want, whatever link we want down here. So let's do the radio, and let's switch that up with our Apple CarPlay. So now when I click here, Apple CarPlay is gonna open, but I want to go ahead and change that app icon. So we're gonna leave it pressed again, and we're gonna click on display. So now we can change the display of what you want that to look like. So you could select whichever one you want from here. I don't have a preference right now, so I'm just gonna select this little car icon, and we're gonna save it. So now I know that's my CarPlay icon. So when I click on it, it's gonna go ahead and connect directly to the unit. So when I click on it, it's gonna open up CarPlay. So there it is, our new link for Apple CarPlay. Again, you could do whichever one you like. If you like you could do the air conditioner app, and then you could associate the app with the icon there, and it'll be faster. You could reach it faster, and it'll be much easier for you to use. If you guys have any questions, please contact me at digitaloctopusradio.com, and there's in the chat section on the bottom where you could ask us any type of questions. If you have any concerns, or just general questions, you could ask us there. All right, so finally, my last tip, and probably the coolest one and most important one, it's your factory microphone. So if you want to keep using that, you can, right? So the first thing I recommend you get is a ground loop isolator, and this is to diminish some of that static noise that's going to come from the OnStar system, which will happen with any Android radio. Since it's not built for it, is compatibility, and it's very hard to get those two to work together, but there are ways around it. So the first thing you're gonna get is an RCA ground loop isolator, just like this one on the screen. It costs about $10, $20 for a good one. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna connect that ground loop isolator to the OnStar RCA on the back of the radio. Okay, so now with that said, you must be connected to your vehicle originally, how you were connected before. So if you take out your system, do not delete that. Do not forget that device as there. So now we're connected to your vehicle, which is the actual OnStar system, and then the test, which is the one we put the name on earlier. Okay, so now if we were to make a call, and I'm gonna call my office here, call us if you have any questions, and I dial that number. Now if I click
enter your password.
If I click on that, on the Bluetooth button here, I can actually select your vehicle. So now that is gonna trigger my factory microphone to work. The previous one is test. That is this system here. If you want that microphone to work, or the external, then speaker is speaker, and then of course the phone is the phone. There it is. It shut off because I didn't hear anything, but let's try that again. So 766812280, and I'll show you that again. You dial the number. Right now it's going through this system here, but I don't want that. I want to go through my vehicle, which is the OnStar system.
Enter your password, then press pound.
And there it is. So there is my factory head.
Your password.
So there it is, my factory microphone working with the DO1015 or the CC1015. They're both the same thing. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, if I forgot anything, just let me know. Write it in the comments, or email us, write to us anywhere, and I will try to create more content for you guys. So don't forget, digitaloctopusradio.com, bottom right chat section. Just leave us a message, comment, and we will get to you as soon as we can. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.